What do you make of this breaking development? Russia's plan to withdraw forces from Syria. It's taking place at this hour. And why do you think this is happening now?
I think this is a good news, and it happens because of three elements jointly pushed Putin to reach that decision. Number one is the drop of the oil price last year of 70%, which make the economy of Russia 3.6% shrink. And so this is for the first time last week, Putin, since 2000, he took a decision to reduce the defense budget 5%. Number two is the President Obama decision to deploy a permanent combat brigade on the Baltic states and Eastern Europe along the Russian border, which is very important to Russia, and this is the front, the Western front for it. So they cannot keep these three threats and maintaining this huge army they have. Number two, securing this Western front, plus having this huge presence and engagement inside Syria with $3 million budget per day. So they cannot afford that. Plus this element, there's another one that there's a news leak that there's a discussion between the Syrian regime and the Iranians to reach a political solution that will be substitute for Geneva process, which is led by UN and US and Russia. So this has also helped the Russians to reach that conclusion.
Okay, so you think there may be a separate deal Syria is making with Iran as all of these pieces move. Tell me about the ceasefire. Has it allowed for humanitarian aid to get to the many places that need it? Just how dire is that situation?
Yes, it's good. I think the Syrian people are fed up and really very need this ceasefire. And it's implemented around 90%, the estimated percentages of it. But there's still many besieged areas, some under ISIL, but the most of them are from the regime that doesn't allow access for UN efforts to reach food basket and also the medical help for all the people that inside. So they are using like the starvation as a weapon in this war, which is for the first time ever happened. So this is very, if you see the images, very disturbing images for anyone that have any dignity to see them. And plus in your report, you mentioned that there's 300 killed persons. This is the same number that the UN used last year. So they stopped counting, which is very, very upsetting for all the Syrians that they stop counting all this dead. They are really human. They are not figures. They have families. They have people. They have hopes in the future. Yeah. And we need the help of the international community.
Now, you fled years ago to the UAE and now reside in the States, but you're connected to many of the activists and opposition figures who started this Assad resistance. How have they been holding up? How many are you still able to stay in contact with?
Really, I don't know what to tell you, but every time I want to search for a name in my phone book and I scroll the screen, my eyes catches one or two. They are now dead, tortured or killed. So it's really, there's many inside my phone book. And this is not only my case, this is similar case to every single Syrian. There's no single Syrian wasn't touched by this war, this unjust war led by the Assad regime. So, and the others who are not died, they are scattered all around the world. Some moved with their families and died in the sea while trying to reach Greece from Turkey. Others are moved and immigrate illegally to another European countries. And the others still about 2.7 million in Turkey's refugee camps and another 1 million in Jordan, 700,000 in Jordan, and around another 1 million in Lebanon. So this is very disastrous situation. And I think the biggest work is still in the head. After we reach the political solution, after post-Assad regime, this is when the work will start, and this is when we need the world to stand with us, and also US to lead the, as it's led now, the humanitarian work with $4 billion, to lead also the construction effort in the future.